So let's chat about the 18-month toddler sleep regression. And if you didn't notice, today I have a little special guest with me. So if we haven't met before, hi, I'm Jensine. I'm a certified pediatric sleep consultant, a mom of 3, and I bring real life sleep science together with actual real life strategies to get you the best sleep possible. So today we're going to talk about your 18-month-old and what that sleep regression actually is. So let's dive into it. So the 18-month sleep regression is kind of one of those that's more development related, and it's not kind of like a true regression. Really, if you've watched my page or followed any of my content online, you know that I really view the 4-month sleep regression as like the main sleep regression. That is the one where brain chemistry is changing. They're adding in new cycles of sleep that they didn't have before. So that's like the big one. The 18-month regression is really learning new skills. They are really mastering walking. Maybe they're starting to run. They are, their language is really starting to pick up. They're starting to add more words into their vocabulary. So there's so much going on developmentally that sometimes we can see it impacting sleep in a not negative way, but in a different way than it previously did. So what could happen is that as they are starting to want to practice these new skills, they're actually waking up in the middle of the night, and you might hear them talking to themselves or walking around their crib and thinking, okay, why aren't they sleeping? But it's because they're using that time to practice their skills. So if they're not calling out to you, crying, needing some support, that's fine. You can let them practice the skill, because once they wear themselves out, then they're going to go right back down to sleep. But for them, it's the perfect time because it's calm, it's quiet. I'm really not doing anything else, so why not practice? So if you are noticing that they're up, we can't make them sleep. So it's okay. You can just let them do what they need to do until they either call out and let you know that they need some support, or they fall back to sleep on their own, which hopefully they will fall back to sleep on their own. You might also notice that taking them longer to actually fall asleep. So they might be doing some more things, talking some more, moving around and walking around the crib and playing some more. That's perfectly fine. Again, we can't make them sleep, and we only intervene when they are telling us they need the intervention. We don't do something to make them fall asleep, because that's actually going to ramp them up and make them more confused. I remember my oldest son, there was a time where I woke up in the middle of the night because I heard someone talking, and he was just saying car, car, car over and over again. And he was in his crib just doing his own thing, but I could hear him just practicing, and I just let him go do his thing. And then eventually he just fell back to sleep. I don't even know when, because I just went back to sleep myself. So if that is your child, again, don't do anything. You can't make them sleep. Give them the time and the space. You might also notice that their regression is more happening around bedtime, and they're fighting the bedtime routine that you probably have established for months and months. And all of a sudden it's going to feel like, why are they fighting it? Why are they making this so much more difficult? It's because they're getting into that toddler I do phase where they want to do everything themselves. They want to put on their shoes. They want to brush their teeth. They want to do all these things. So how can we start to incorporate that into the bedtime routine? How can we give them choices to make them feel empowered and like they're getting to choose, but it's really things that we wouldn't mind. So giving them 2 choices between pajamas that you don't care either way which ones they wear. Giving them 2 different toothpaste options that doesn't really matter to you which ones they choose. They just get to brush their teeth either way. Giving them, do you want to roll into the bathroom or do you want to crawl into the bathroom? Really just giving them more and more ownership as they get older around their bedtime routine is going to make it so much easier. So they feel more in control, and you are getting the task done that you actually need to get done, but in a way that doesn't matter to you how it gets done, as long as it does get done. And one of the last things to think about, but I have one more bonus tip at the very end, so don't leave, is to kind of be on alert for around 2-year nap regression. Typically what will happen is around this time, between 18 and 24 months, children will start to refuse their 1 nap. And a lot of parents take this as, oh, they're ready to drop naps completely. they seem so young, but they're fighting it, so maybe they're ready to drop their naps. This is not the time to drop naps. This 2-year nap regression comes for most children, but it really is just kind of, again, a little like, what can I do? What am I in charge of? Do I have, like, building their own autonomy? So know that this naps will come back as long as you continue to offer them. Please, even though it will be a fight and a little bit of a struggle, continue to offer that nap with the same nap time routine at the same timing each and every day. That nap will come back, but it's gonna take maybe a week, maybe 2 for them to be able to realize, okay, this nap is staying. I still actually need this nap for my body, because it's not until somewhere between 3 and 5 that we actually want children to drop their naps, and they can sustain about 12 hours a week. So please, 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 once you're starting to notice that your child is fighting that nap, do not offer that nap. Continue to offer that nap as long as you possibly can. And the last thing is to sleep train. If your child is having trouble falling asleep independently or waking up multiple times a night, 18 months is not too late to do any sleep training. Typically, people think about it around 4 years old, and a lot of families will come to me and say, is it too late? But it is never too late to do any sleep training or sleep shaping. I work with children up to age 4. There are teenagers that we don't call it sleep training, but there are adults. There are adult sleep consultants. So it is never too late to change things around for your sleep and ensure that everyone is getting the best sleep that they need. So if you are wondering a method that is going to help your child learn how to fall asleep and stay asleep independently without doing cry it out, all you have to do is go to the pinned video on my channel. It's going to walk you through how to get started to sleep train without doing cry it out, and it's going to give you a bonus video that no one else has access to. It's a secret video. You just have to click a link and it will come directly to your inbox. So if you know, I need to make a change, my child is 18 months old, I thought that they would start sleeping through the night on their own by now, but that's not happening. Now is the time to make the change. The older they get, the more difficult it becomes. So to get that started, go to that secret video and I will see you there.